Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dark Revisited. This is Season 1, Episode 7, titled Crossroads. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series, hopefully you're having a great day, hopefully we're just chilling and you're ready to hop right back into seeing the adventures of our folks in Wyndon. But I'm glad that you guys are still supporting the series. As I've mentioned before, after Season 1, I'm going to put a pause in the revisit of the series, just so I can start pumping out some new content, start bringing new fans to the channel. But once again, I will be picking this back up at a later date. So that being said, we're just going to hop into this episode. Last episode was the big one. I feel like everything at this point is a big one at this stage, because once Jonas opened that letter and learned the truth about Mikkel, I feel like this show just took it to another level. So everything after this feels like it's always going to be a big episode. So let's just hop into it. Have a good time. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I do have a Patreon available if you want to see extended uncut reactions, videos, reviews, plus early access to future episodes earlier than YouTube. All that is available. Links down below, pinned in the top comment. If you're interested, if you're not, don't worry. YouTube is the place to find free content. But yeah, I think that's about it. Just want to hop into it. Stop yammering. We'll talk about it immediately afterwards. All right, guys. Here we go. This isn't the episode where Hell gets the fuck beaten out of him by a rock, right?
Ich erinnere mich.
He remembers.
Ich erinnere mich an alles.
So I guess I do have a question. If he's remembering now, what stopped him from remembering all this before? What made him forget in the first place? Was it just something to do with the time, or is there like a specific plot reason why he has to remember at this point in the story? I guess is what I'm asking. Right, the last episode he learned the truth. Or I guess he put two and two together, I should say. That the boy that they found was indeed his brother Mads. Because the scar on the chin, he put that together. Is this the area where Katharina and Ulrich confront Regina? And then Alexander, is that his name? Like pulls the gun on her, on Katharina, and says, "Get the hell out of here, leave Regina alone." This is the area, right? Looks familiar. I don't like how Regina's like conditioned to just like look down, like she's like living in fear constantly. I don't like that.
Suchst du jemanden?
Ines Kanwalds Sohn?
Die Krankenschwester? Die hat keine Kinder.
Regina, du scheiß Brillenschlange.
So what's that bitch's problem? Just random high school bully? I mean, this is a little creepy, right?
Kann ich dir helfen?
More like, can I help you?
Müsstest du diese Zeit nicht in der Schule sein?
Presumptuous of you.
Ich bin krankgeschrieben.
Du siehst in meinen Augen aber ganz fit aus.
It's none of your business.
Wie heißt du denn?
Jonas.
Und warum lässt du dich nicht von deinen Eltern fahren?
Why does it matter?
Was ist denn das da?
Like, this is all weird stuff, right? Like, why are you checking me out so hard? Like, why are you looking so hard, bro?
Kopfhörer. Das ist eine Abkürzung.
Nah. I'd be worried as fuck. You turning down a dirt road into the forest and I don't know you? Sure, it says cop on your car, but you're being all really, really weird and creepy.
Unter euch Teenagern ist da gerade Satanismus ein Ding.
Keine Ahnung.
Jonas's reaction to that's always hilarious. And this guy's always like, huh? Are you looking at me like I'm dumb?
Glaub nicht.
Did she just happen to have equipment to jump down here? Or to rappel down? Or is there already equipment there? What is that? Not immediately picking up on that. That's the door that they sealed. The dark matter, I forget, something like that is welded behind that door. What does Charlotte think is behind that door? Because she made a face like, what does she think it is?
1986 ist im Winter ein Junge verschwunden. Mats Nielsen, können Sie sich daran erinnern? Sie waren damals bei der Polizei vorgeladen, aber es ist nirgendwo im Protokoll zu finden.
This guy remembers because he remembers this aged Ulrich beat the fuck out of him as a kid. That's why he's saying it's him.
Wo ist mein Sohn? Wo ist Mikkel?
Ich kann das ändern. Ich kann die Vergangenheit ändern.
Und Mikkel hängt hier rum und wird irgendwann zu meinem Vater? Auch wenn du es jetzt nicht glauben willst, das da ist dein Vater.
Yes.
Das bedeutet, dass Ulrich mein Großvater ist und
Martha, deine Tante.
That's so gnarly.
Wenn du Mikkel jetzt zurückbringst, dann greifst du in den Lauf der Dinge ein. Dein Vater lernt deine Mutter nicht kennen. Sie verlieben sich nicht. Sie heiraten nicht. Und du wirst nicht geboren.
But that would mean destroying Adam. Right? But does any of that even matter, though? I'm trying to think. Theoretically, if Jonas went over there and took Mikkel back, he says he would erase his existence, but that would mean erasing Adam and everything that was already there and replaying itself. So that kind of undoes the knot, right? You guys will have to explain that to me. It's a head scratcher.
Irgendwie hat Helge mit all dem zu tun.
Ich weiß, dass du Mikkel finden willst mit allen Mitteln. Aber der Zweck rechtfertigt nicht alle Mittel.
All means, right?
Helge hat gesagt, er kann alles ändern. Die Vergangenheit, die Zukunft. Was bedeutet das? Warum hat er das gesagt?
Helge ist dement. Wie soll er das körperlich schaffen?
Vielleicht ist er nicht allein.
That's true. That's true.
Geh nach Hause.
I mean, Ulrich's spitting facts, so... Raider. He's just eating a Raider bar. I assume this is just another red herring. Well, actually, no. Did Helg leave that there? When, Ellie saw it on the road?
Ulrich hat nichts gemacht. Wenn, dann habe ich ihn dazu gedrängt.
Did you pressure him, though?
Das wehtun. Das wird er niemals tun.
Just emotionally. Oh, this is the scene, because she confronts him about the call and Hannah.
Ich bin jetzt da.
Bist du eigentlich jemals glücklich gewesen?
Yeah,
Natürlich bin ich glücklich gewesen.
he said was happy.
Ich weiß es, Ulrich. Hannah und du.
Yeah. Oh, this is awkward.
Katharina.
I'm not trying to condone it, but could Ulrich have saved this if he lied and said Hannah's just crazy? But Katharina just saw the phone bill, so I doubt there's any way he could lie himself out of this. Like, she already knows, so.
Aber jede Entscheidung für etwas ist doch immer eine Entscheidung gegen etwas.
I love that line. That's such a good line. Every decision for something is a decision against something else.
Ich habe das damals nicht der Polizei erzählt. Ich habe mich gar nicht erinnert. Da habe ich etwas beobachtet. Vor dem Haus gegenüber hat sich ein Pfarrer und heute früh habe ich denselben Mann gesehen.
Wen jetzt, den Pfarrer?
Nein, nicht den Pfarrer. Den anderen. Ich weiß das, weil er etwas am Ohr hatte. Das war
Okay, so she saw Helg.
oder entstellt. Aber er war nicht einen Tag älter. Er sah genauso aus wie vor 33 Jahren.
Wait, so she's saying she saw middle-aged Helg, this Helg, in present day. Huh. Why can't I remember that?
Wusstest du, dass dein Vater 86 bei der Polizei vorgeladen war?
Nein, was? Warum fragst du das?
Die Hütte am Waldweg. Warum hat Helge die überhaupt behalten nach allem, was ihm da passiert ist?
And by what happened to him there is Ulrich beating him with the rock.
Los.
Charlotte.
Their relationship is so strange. Like, where did it fall off the rails?
Papa, die Frage ist nicht wie. Die Frage ist wann.
Why would Mikkel say that, though? Like, that's so specific, and it kind of tickles you a little bit because it is a show about time travel, and the fact that he says it's not about where it is, but when. In terms of magic, like what he was doing, little magic tricks, what would when have to do with that? He just doesn't give a fuck. He's like, whatever. This again, huh? Is this where we realize that this is the room back in the day where the Ark was? If he's burning that letter, doesn't that letter come back though? How does that letter come back? I'm trying to think. Like there's some sort of like twist to it, like you can't destroy it or something. Like there's certain fixed things in time or something that you just can't disrupt, and I guess that letter's one of them or something. No, because he's just going to write it again. Because it's going to happen again, right? This is creepy. Why would he even leave that behind? Like, all this is pretty incriminating evidence, man. Red cord, the coin, book about time travel. I love how you just missed him. I don't think so, but okay.
Charlotte, die Frage ist nicht, wer die Kinder entführt hat, sondern wann. Ich hatte recht, Helge Doppler. Aber nicht jetzt, sondern 1986. Ruf mich sofort zurück, wenn du das abhörst.
It's quite a leap, but okay. I mean, he's not wrong, but I'm just saying to say that to someone who may be skeptical, it's kind of a leap. I mean, would Charlotte be skeptical? She kind of introduced him to the 33-year theory. So I don't know, or the 33-year cycle. Forget, what does he see Helg do? Who is that? Is that supposed to be Yazin? I don't remember what Yazin was wearing the last time we saw him. I mean, that's the same thing that Mikkel was reading earlier. Or same thing on the picture that Mikkel saw earlier. Did I miss something there? Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna pause it there. Okay, so that's season 1, episode 7 of Dark Revisited, Crossroads. Pretty good episode. Once again, I mean, it was definitely more of like one of those build-up episodes where you're kind of setting everything up for the rest of the season, the rest of the plots to kick in. And I guess what I really enjoy about the show is seeing how all the puzzle pieces kind of fit together. Like you can see the bigger picture at play, even though you're kind of not aware of it like the first time around. I mean, that's the whole point. But looking at it with future knowledge, you can see the grand plan, and well, at least for season 1. And I know that by the end of season 1, we get to the whole future, because before we were just dealing with 3 certain time periods, but then we get to the future, which is, I guess, it's still our same world, because then the end of season 2 was different worlds, right? Yeah, it's just crazy how big this show gets, how it expands exponentially. I really enjoy the characters. Jonas is, I mean, he's alright as a character. We didn't get Martha or no Bartosz. We focused on, what was the main thing? Ulrich's obsession with finding out Mikkel, what happened to it, putting the pieces together, Helg's involvement in everything, you know, from different time periods. So Ulrich is like stealing the spotlight, which I love. He's a very solid character. He's doing things, he's asking good questions, he's doing things any father would. You know, he's desperate, he's down on his luck. He just feels like the whole world is beating him down. So I get him. Like, I sympathize with him. I want him to succeed. This is good stuff. Hannah, on the other hand, she seems like she could be a cool kid, but all she really wanted was Ulrich, and that obsessiveness turns her into a crazy psycho bitch. But yeah, it's one of those setup episodes. It was like you're the foundation for something bigger. So there's not really much to get into at this point. I made some comments along the way about certain things, but I did pose some questions such as, what if Jonas were to take Mikkel back at that point? It would have undone the knot, right? And then the thing with the letter, like, we saw Jonas burn it, but then it shows up again later, right? Like, there's certain things, like fixed points in time that just can't be changed. Like, it just feels like, unless I'm missing something, which I clearly could be. You know what? I clearly could be missing something, because this show seems like something you just need to watch over and over and over again to, like, get all the, well, to, you know, pull all the little intricate details out of everything. Like, I've noticed, like, even some of you guys in the comments, like, during my first initial watch of the series says, oh, I never caught that, when you guys were, like, talking to each other in the comments. Like, oh, I've seen the series 5 times and I never noticed that. That's cool. I love shows like that. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of rewatchability to this, and I'm glad that you guys are still supporting it. But yeah, this is a good episode. If you want to see the full reaction, I do have that available on my Patreon right now. So go check that out. As I said in the beginning, during the pre-show discussion, I will be taking a break, putting this series on pause once we hit the season finale, to bring other content and other fans to the channel. But I will be picking the series back up at some point, so don't be discouraged. I won't be stopping this. It will come back at some point, just as soon as I find, you know, a certain rhythm in the schedule. But yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. I'm really enjoying the story. I want to get more involved with you guys in the comments. And yeah, keep posting all the good stuff, all the Easter eggs that I'm missing, or all the little details, behind the scenes stuff. I love all that. I read all the comments, so don't be discouraged about any of that. And I will reply to everything as much as I can. And that being said, I think I'm just going to leave it there. Alright guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm going to get out here and I'll talk to you guys later. Alright guys, adios.